Vince Kennedy McMahon was giving me reference points with the Monday Night Wars and able to know where we was at in the fight against the motherfucking deep state, aka the cabal. None of y'all ain't even fucking know it. You see? And so they got y'all thinking along one line, but y'all don't know how they tell the story. Y'all don't know how to flip the mirror imagery when they talking in mirrors. And y'all don't know how to flip the codes out of the motherfucking sentences when it's tickering across the news line. When they talking to each other, you reading that shit and don't know what the fuck you read. That fake ass news shit. So they told me that they needed me to be confirmed today out of the Blue Lodge coming out of my home motherfucking local. Where was some Lodge brothers there. They told me the message in the arrest of the 3 individuals for the assassination of the witness and the police that got 10 years. All that shit was fucking scripted, coded. That was
in the culture. What you're doing is you doing her footwork on the land while she's indisposed. So to tap into her is Black Girl Magic, is your voodoo source. Black Girl Magic. So wherever you see that at, know that Assata Shakur energy is tied to it.
Yeah. And I'm from Jersey, so it's like that's where everything went down with Assata. Like that's where shit got ugly for her. And then Oakland, which is where I was living, that's where she did her work. You know, that's where she did her footwork. You feel me? And it's like Afeni and all of them was out there too. And it's like this California and this Queen Califia energy is really rising right now. So obviously, you know, the opposition is trying, you know, and it's like it's crazy that it feels like a million lifetimes, or it's like the head of a million lifetimes, you know, like all these different lifetimes that you win, and sometimes you get taken out, sometimes you got to come back in a different form, sometimes you lose the battle, and it's like got to start over. And it's like this lifetime, it feels like we finally here. And it's like for me to be, I feel like an ancient spirit, but like I'm 30 years old in this lifetime. So it's like I have all this wisdom and all these things that I've seen, but it's truly a cleansing and a purge right now going on, so that because the new babies ain't gonna know about all this shit. Like
this should be over with.
One of my master teachers always says, like, you're about to handle that entity to the fact that they're not even a bad memory anymore. Like they gonna be gone, like to the way that where we don't even talk about them anymore. Like it ain't gonna be a history anymore.
Well, we have to keep a record, because if you don't keep a record, history repeats. Right? So we know what we're trying to move away from. So when we keep the record, we know what we don't want to go back to. You know, now if you go back to the movie The Matrix, you remember when Morpheus was explaining everything to Neo, right? And he was talking about how the system worked. Right? That's what he was telling me. You know, the way that the system worked, it rely on you to forget so that they can make you do it all over again. You know, and when they call for me, I'm the one that they be like, you sure you want to call that motherfucker out of everybody else? You want to call this motherfucker.
Right.
You want to call this motherfucker? Because I'm not going to take sides and I'm just going to fix the problem. And some people don't want the problem fixed because they're comfortable keeping other people oppressed.
Right.
And then some of the ones that's comfortable as a sellout, they really don't want to see me. Because then they sell out, get drug out into the open, and now you get to see straight from the horse's mouth the dirt that they was doing because they got to tell it.
Right.
Like, everything I'm telling you, I got receipts for. Motherfuckers say it out their mouth. I don't have to tell on no motherfucker that's telling on themselves. All I got to do is be patient. They're going to tell on themselves. They're going to do some shit that's out of line with the culture.
Right. And the seers see see it energetically happening anyway. Like we see the aura of that person and we see where the blockages are and what's going on. So it's like, I think, yeah, like a lot of the seers have sometimes been taken on journey, and being a musician, you know, they done taken out a lot of our predecessors through drugs, through addiction, through, you know, and now that could be somebody laced one person's blunt and then that person's down the road of a whole crack addict, you know what I'm saying? But they were the best vocalists of our generation. They were meant to bring all these different messages. So it's like that story has happened so many times. Like this, from back the spirit of Billie Holiday. You feel me? Like it rings all the way back. So it's like we're in modern times now, and I feel like now a lot of the musicians have woken up and we're like, yeah, nah, I'm not going down that route again anymore. Like I'm gonna stay with spirit this time. I'm not finna go, you know, down that rabbit hole. And I have one question. I understand keeping the history records, but is there a point in history, like I feel like it's been so many lifetimes, is there a point in history where if we keep speaking this, that it continues to manifest into the future again?
Well,
like,
right
part of us
now,
that's bringing this into the future with us because we keep speaking on it, or not?
No, because this is what we unraveling. You have to speak on it.
Right.
It's not what you speak on, it's the intent behind what you speak. Right? It's like Darth Vader, was it Obi told Luke about the Force. He said, Luke, the Force is neither good nor bad. It's the intent that makes it so.
Wow. Yeah. That's a fact. Because that's been a question I've been wrestling with, you know, like obviously I'm gonna raise my child knowing their history, you know, but some parts of me be like, yo, like that baby's so pure, like do I even want to plant that seed? But then it's like, it's what you're saying, you know, it's about the intent that I have with how I speak on history with them, you know, because they gotta know, like I'm from the island where Christopher Columbus supposedly first landed. Dominican Republic is where his first stop. So my people were like literally.
They did that. They did that island bad.
They did
But
that
you know
island
what?
bad, and there was nowhere to run. So it's like when I go back home, I've been in the process of reclaiming my ancestral lands, you know, and like I'm going up against.
You ain't got to go through none of that. All you got to do push this free Larry Hoover agenda, because all of that is tied to it. All of the ancestral lands, all this shit tribal land. Ain't none of this shit belong to the corporation.
Right.
They don't even own DC no more. They've been evicted. We just got to get enough awareness of the situation to stand up and reclaim our shit.
Right.
So that's all we doing now is an awareness campaign. Hey, we got our shit back. Do you want your part? If you want your part, do your part. What's my part? Whatever part you do.
Thanks.
As long as you know what to do according to what you know, do that. That's enough. They can't expect you to do what I'm doing and you don't have the training that I have.
Right.
Right. But the training that you have, you can do what you know with what you know.
And that's real shit, because like I've been on the front line of certain things, and they almost tried to take me out multiple times because I wasn't playing my position. And I had to realize what my position was. I'm like, all right, there's warriors that come in for that front line. Like my elders had to pull me out. And like, you doing too much in that space. That's not your space right now. Like you've elevated from that space in terms of like your femininity. Like you're being called to do something different right now. Like let the warriors hold the line while you do what we need you to do. And that shit, when I didn't listen, like they got close. You feel me?
Oh, I know.
And
you
I
gotta
had to
remember,
get up out of there.
I'm hard headed, so I had to learn everything the hard way.
Yeah,
so I know exactly where you're coming from.
Too. It was in San Francisco too, and San Francisco is such, the demonic hold on San Francisco right now is crazy. Like I don't even like that's the richest city in this country right now. So it's like the amount of sick stuff that's going on in that city specifically, like it's hard to watch. and it's hard to just stand back and be like, all right, I'm not gonna go toe to toe with this beast right now. I'm gonna let my warriors handle it while I go handle this.
So, yeah. So this is a wake up call for the warriors to stand up.
Yeah.
If we don't never tell them to stand up, they gonna be sitting down waiting.
Right.
When they hear the Free Larry Hoover whole description, they understand that the time is now to reclaim our shit.
Yeah, and then a lot of the tribes, it's the women that say, "Oh, it's wartime. Like, it's wartime now. Like, y'all."
Because when women ready to go to war, shit fucked up.
Okay, and the lionesses is ready. We out here like,
Oh, I know that. I've been seeing it.
What's going on? Because I'm in my Kali Ma energy. I'm coming for these head tops, and I'm not finna sit around. Like, I did what I needed to do, that my elders asked me to do, and that my spirit guides asked me to do, and I secured my initiation. But I'm back now, and I'm like, what? This gotta go. This gotta really go. Like, I'm not here for it. Now that the babies is here, like, no, we're not doing this shit again. We're not on this merry-go-round again with these motherfuckers. Like, they gotta go.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm speaking up, because this shit got to be a wrap.
It's a wrap. Yeah. It's a wrap. So
let me answer these questions I got in my Q&A, and then I'm gonna take the next caller. Okay, sweetie?
For sure. Bless up. Thank you.
All right. It was good talking to you.
All right. Peace.
Yeah. So before I take the next caller, I want to go through the questions in the questions section. Deadshot 444 said, "What is the importance of Florida and Tallahassee?" Florida is the finish line. When we get all of this, Florida is the finish line for all of the tribes sent to fight in the Seminole Wars. So we gotta all tie back in to the Seminole Nation to close it out. Yep, them same motherfuckers that sold us out. Well, actually, they hijacked the Masonic Lodge and they killed the chief, so we didn't know what was going on in there. Is there anything I should know about the Mindy people of Sierra Leone? That on my maternal side. So, a friend of mine in Grand Rapids, Michigan, is Mindy, and the Mindy tribe is also in on this cleanup shit. Best way to unite our own city, connecting in the flesh, building and creating, because we know we are always connected in the spirit, but when it's time to step outside in the flesh. So he want to know the best way to connect in your community. Connect with the people that you know, the people that can move shit in your neighborhood, that got the voice of people that you can tell what's taking place. Said check my DM. I can't check it while I'm in this unless you. Well, let me see if it's in the Rod Hayes DM. No, it's in my Morpheus. Let me see. I don't know all of the tribal leaders up by area unless they come forth for me to see them. I won't know who's the tribal leaders in Virginia specifically, but they there. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so I can't check that while I'm on this phone in my other DM. Carmilla 816. The order of Sekhmet. Sekhmet is it's the females that's under the cat lodges, the varying cat lodges. Sekhmet is the mother of all of the cat lodges. So you got leopards, you got black panthers, you got lions, you have tigers, you have domestic cats, you have ocelot, lynx. All these different cat clans fall under Sekhmet. The high priest is to do the spiritual work and the guidance work in the community. The rituals that she lead. Yeah, my take on the people that's trying to sell us back what's rightfully ours is they some damn fools because we ain't buying back what we already own. Right? We already own this shit. I mean, why we be buying our own shit back? That don't make no sense. Okay, I got another question came in. All of the Egypt that you see in the Middle East was a replica of the Temple of Tiahuanaca, where the Great Pyramid is in Mexico. Also, the City of the Sun, Heliopolis, is Los Angeles, City of Angels. The City of Thebes, which is the City of Thebes, is the City of Chicago. And Memphis is Memphis, right? So the Mississippi is the Nile, right? So all of those tie together and tell you who you are on this land when you understand what these places are. The Didongdamaunyas are the mound builders of the Washita Nations. And under the Washita are many other smaller clans and nations or tribes that's all under the Washita. The same with the Iroquois and the Cherokee. These are some of the biggest clans, but they all had sub-clans. Like when you start talking about the Seminole, you're talking about the Crow, the Blackfoot, the Coon, the not the Muskogee, the varying ones with black in relation to their feet or their bird totem. Those are all sub-tribes of the Seminole Nation. You got tribes under tribes that was given certain parts of the land to be the caretaker of. Okay, so let me see who the next guest I'm gonna take. I got two more in waiting. Oh, I got more than two more in waiting. Into Wisdom, I seen her on here when I did the last one. I'm gonna let her in. They called them Blackfeet, and it had nothing to do with the color of their feet. The Blackfeet, they used to walk in the marshes, and in the marsh, there's a black, oily sludge in the marsh regions. Then they get in the feet, and it's hard to get off. But when they was fighting in those wars and through the marshlands, because the invaders couldn't navigate that terrain, that's why we chose to hold them off at Florida, because what a lot of y'all don't know is Florida used to have giant trees as late as the 1600s when they was chopping them down, trying to clear the land in order to get to the clans that was hiding in the trees. Okay, so she unavailable. I go to the next one. Akhenaten. I always want to go live with a pharaoh. I-10-9, the birth of the god Akhenaten.
Oh yeah.
This is good. Okay, let me see where I need to start. How you doing? Please, God.
Okay. Tell the people your name, where you calling from.
This is Karen. I'm in Mississippi. I'm in Biloxi, Mississippi.
Oh, okay. Biloxi Blues.
Yeah, Biloxi Blue. Look, all my family is from Mississippi Delta, Belzoni, Yazoo, Newton, Mississippi, period.
Ooh,
So,
yeah.
go back to the car. Huh?
So your elders don't say they was ever slaves, do they?
Look, let me tell you something. I tell my fiance all the time. Growing up, I never heard my grandmother talk about that. All I know, my family owned a lot of land in the Delta, and I've been up there plenty of times during the summertime when I would come visit. That We were all Indian. We were sharecroppers, farmers. You know, nobody. I didn't hear about slavery until school.
They can't run that bullshit on motherfuckers in the NO, down there in Louisiana, down in Mississippi, because we know we've been there.
We've been here. You know, the whole out of Africa thing never resonated with me. I could never teach my kids that because it just didn't fit. And I've been on this path of trying to figure it out, not aggressively, but just letting it come to me by way of my dreams, because that's where I get my messages, right? So I've been trying to.
They call us dreamwalkers.
Dreamwalkers. I've been doing this all my life. But most recently, the dreams have gotten to the point where I have to tell my fiance because I don't remember anything anymore. Like I wake up and I tell it, and then I don't know it anymore. So what you were talking about the 369, the 369 women, and I started having that dream in particular in 2016. It was, I guess, 9 of us in all black, and I was in the center in the ocean. We were all in a circle, and I came out in the middle of those women. And then it paused, and then I had that dream again most recently, like a couple of weeks ago. Same dream. And then my cousin had the dream.
Let me ask you a question right quick. You said y'all was in the ocean water, salt water?
I guess it was the salt water, yeah.
Okay, because this is a direct message from Big Mama about Oya, I think it is.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Yeah, and this is twice. This is twice. So just recently, the last dream, 369, it was 9 women in my cousin's dream, but they were all waiting on my arrival to make it. We weren't on the water, but they were all waiting on me, and they all same thing. They all gathered around me, and I'm still trying to figure. I want to figure it out.
To clean out the motherfucker, she need a discharge. You know, every now and then, you know, the vagina got to clean itself, so it produces discharge. Well, Earth got to clean herself, so she need a discharge. So Atlas shrugged, because he got his motherfucking shoulders wet. She was standing on his shoulders. You know, you done had a chick on your shoulders before, right? And get a little giddy. Anyway, so the only way out at this point is critical mass. Critical mass come when the most amount of people begin to understand that they have to incorporate their whole life body and disregard the fear factors in order for all of us to shift. Everybody got to lean at the same time. Bump straight, lean right. Bump straight, lean left. Bump straight. As long as you bump straight, in the end, we gonna all bump straight. This shit is gonna straighten out. You gotta prepare yourself to meet yourself for the first time so that you can find out that you didn't ever know you was who you were until you found out you were who you are. Same thing, same shit. It's all connected. You get to introduce yourself to yourself for the first time in a long time. And then you can say, oh shit, there I go, I found myself. Hotline, you niggas better find your mind. I got mine from hustling to busting them rams. Them niggas up in Clinton, down in Rikers Isle. These motherfuckers don't know my style. Mine a little different. I got a platinum style. But a lot of people don't really understand what's going on in this world. We shifting. You're gonna shift. Whether you want to or not. The smoothest transition comes with the greatest awakening. But mama gonna have a baby. Labor pains already in play. She on a delivery table. She's dilated to maximum capacity. The crest of the head is all the way out to the eyebrows. This baby is fucking coming out. So y'all better get ready to merge with a new reality because this shit is gonna happen, whether you want it to or not, whether you agree or disagree. It's not gonna matter no more. It's already done. The work, the labor behind the scenes to reconstruct what was tore down was done. Renovation is taking place. The house been rebuilt. Motherfucking temple been restored. Temple of man, Solomon's temple. The soul of man dwells in the heart. What heart? The heart of man. But you gotta not be clouded by fear. Why? Because the mitochondria might get turned on. What's gonna happen then? You become unstable and volatile. How do you turn the mitochondria on? If you're a man, you can't, but she can turn it on for you if you're worthy. And sometimes she turned the wrong one on and he ain't worthy and he blow his fucking fuse. Oh well, whole bunch of fuses about to get blowed because now whoever ain't ready, it's like Freddy. It's Nightmare on Elm Street. Friday the 13th. So from here, I don't know what else to tell y'all to get ready. We behind this baby out. Fuck that. This is a new day. A new way, some new energy coming in. We're merging with who we are, becoming aware in our spatial awareness of the oneness with our environment. That oneness with the environment is going to balance us all out on a straight bump. We there. I can't tell y'all nothing else. I told y'all the master key to ascension. I broke that shit down. It's the energy of the universe is going to change to make it possible, but you have to prepare your own self. Can't nobody do your work for you. You have to take your own initiative to reach out. I gave you resources of who to contact to help you with what aspect. You know, I gave you information you can go look up. You can go look up the amino acids and the vitamins, and you can look up the herbs that I talked about, the different stuff. You can go look all that up. You'll find out what I'm telling you, all wise, right, and exact. If you want to get ready for ascension, you have to do your work. There's no other way around it. You can't not understand that at this point. Everybody that's doing their work been redeemed already. So the only ones are the stragglers. You got to catch up. That's the bus pulling off from the gate. And this motherfucker is a Greyhound. It run fast. Big. So we on our way to Broadway with this shit. Try to get back to the Empire State. So we need the Empire State of Mind, right? So Felicia got the keys. I got the G's that flip the P's. You understand what I'm saying? So understand that I'm gonna go over this. Give me a drink. Okay, I'm gonna do this one more time. In your palm, right hand for a right hand person is magnetic. Left hand for a right hand person is electric. Project with electricity, attract with magnetism. But in the spirit world, the poles are reversed. You project with magnetism, you attract with electricity. That's the mirror effect, upside down, turned around in the matrix. That's the X. X marks the spot. That's a direct hit. That's a bullseye. So when you look at the hand of Hamza, you'll see an eye in the hand right here. In the Buddhist palm, you'll see an eye in the hand right here. In the pictures of Kali, sometimes you'll have her hand and you'll see an eye right here. It's an eye in the palm. And sometimes you will see it here. When you see Hanuman, he has the word arm written in his palm, you know. Then you have various ones that hold an acorn in their hand. Some hold a fire. Thoth holds what they call a Merkaba, which is the star life. And the Merkaba is your ability to turn your physical form into a whole vibratory energy field. Your matrix powers or your X-Men powers return. When this happens, it's because the vibration of the universe is attuning you in to what the human animal actually is in the totality of creation. And this is why they call it ascension. They call it revelation. The revelation, the revealing, the uncovering, the pulling back of the veil of Isis. Isis uncovered, reveals the hidden mother, Mother Mary, Hail Mary, Mother of God. Who was God's mother? Isis. She born him, rebirthed him, father, the son of his father, self-made, master, star, assisted in the ceremony. So you have to know your own shit in order to know what they told you was bullshit. They took what was already yours, turned it upside down, turned it around, gave it to you backwards. And because your genetics remembered the story, even though it was backwards, it caused you to over-accept it more than you should have. And so you became a convert to the Judaism, the Christianity, and the Islams in order to keep you held back from realizing your own potential in your higher self, in your physical form, communicating on a direct, straight up connection. I don't think I can get it no clearer than that. And I don't think I can break it down where it makes more sense of how to incorporate or how to prepare to incorporate your whole light body into your physical form. I will tell y'all this, the shit is over with. The swamp has been drained. All these pedophile mafias, burnt all the pizza gates down. I don't know what's left. See, it's what it is. Big Mama got on man shoes. The Mexican got on boots. That means Hatshepsut wore a beard. That means that the queen was the king. But the king was protecting the queen all the time, that they thought that the king was the queen. Because the king was the king and the queen was the queen. But he put the queen out front because the king had to stay in the back. Because the king had to make moves that the queen had to cover for. So the cover and the queen can make moves that the king can't make. It's just a synergy. So one got to help the other. One hand washes the other. Left wash right, right wash left. Don't let the motherfuckers keep dividing y'all. No matter what you is, if you part of this shit, your whole light body coming. We already went over the data. That's verified. Your whole light body, your soul fire on its way. It's coming. And whoever not ready, this is Tower 2. You do your math on that shit, 9/11 flip. At 6